How do you feel?
How do I feel?
Do you feel like do you feel beautiful?
No, we are.
Are we live? Are we? All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let me first introduce you to what is happening here. This is the first, this is not the first episode, but this is one of the many episodes of Hadithi Zetu. So what is happening here is we at Hadithi Zetu, we just like telling stories, God stories in our journey or through our journey. And we believe that God has given us an opportunity to go through life so that we can share our experiences with people, so that even as they go through theirs, or whoever gets to hear these stories later in life, atajua hayuko peke yake na atafeel encouraged. So that is why we do Hadithi Zetu, and we pray and hope that by doing this, God is felt at the center, or God is introduced at the beginning, or God is part of the story, and that as people listen to this, or as people engage with this, they get to hear God and connect with God, even if there's purpose to relate with our story or just connect with our story. So we will be talking stories of how God has been with us thus far, how God has been in every step of our journey, how God has how to even win life battles with integrity, all those things. When I was growing up, my grandfather told me so many stories of freedom stories, how we got independent, and all that stuff, in 1963, Mau Mau stuff. And it's those stories that make me believe that there is hope, that we can still get to a different Kenya if we want to, because there's a group of people that decided then that we can't live like this, and so we want to do this. And by sharing that story, they are passing information, and that is how culture is shaped, even through stories. And that is why we've not lost our culture. The Bible has so many stories in it, so that we can be reminded every day of things that God has done to us. And so we believe in storytelling, and we might not be able even to preach to you, because sometimes just sharing stories of how tulibebwa na matri na kondaka saa hauna fare, all those things. But we believe, or we desire, that by the time we are ending the show, you will have you will have connected with God. So we have so many stories, and we believe that by sharing our story, we are shaping a culture where people will be telling their God story through their journey, because God allows us to go through different things or phases in life, so that we can learn and we can help others learn. So here is our story. So if this becomes the introduction video, well and good. If this finds its way huko somewhere else, that's okay. That's perfect. But ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Hadithi Zetu. And why Zetu is because I am not alone. I am joined by the amazing, or we'll be doing this together. There are times I will be shooting alone. There are times we'll be shooting together. And together is, of course, by, the one and only beautiful Audrey. Nyi mkiangalia, what do you see? It's not a debate anymore. Tushamaliza hii story. She's beautiful, she's pretty. In fact, beautiful is an understatement. She's she's gorgeous. She's all the beautiful words that you can think of. And so I'm glad to call her my girlfriend, my fiancée, and together we're planning a wedding. And this is our first big event. We've planned vitu zingine, birthdays. Like today, she planned my birthday. But this wedding, and I'll be talking about that in a bit, but this wedding is like our first big event. Of course, just nyuma yake kutakuwa na rashio, and that will also be another one that we are planning together. But that is the season we are in, and we've been planning this for some time now, and it's been a journey, guys, and we have so many stories to talk about our journey in preparation for marriage. And like, what do you remember? What comes in your mind first when you think our journey in preparation for marriage? Sasa hata tutaongea stories za dating hapa hivi, just yani cause dating was another phase, but just our stories of how God has been faithful, and how the journey that we've been through, and especially in planning for our wedding. It's amazing. And even as you think about that, let me also share that God has a sense of humor. So most of you may be, and I said this could be the first video in our journey. And the key thing to mention here is how, people always ask that question. So how did you meet? We will talk about that somewhere else. But we met in a very divine way, and we are very different. Audrey is a little bit sober, calm, collected. And of course, you can guess, your boy is the opposite. All right. And I remember one of the things that we did when we first started dating is we fasted and prayed for 14 days. We had a 14-day fast, just trying to figure out how this is going and surrendering everything to God. And I remember when we were doing that, some of the things that I prayed about, zilikuwa, I prayed for our in-laws. Saizo, it's just barely weeks after she said yes, and I'm praying for her in-laws. And of course, team wataachana tu was huko nyuma, but whatever, man. Look at us. So we are grateful to God. So hizo ni story tutakuwa tunashare baadaye, but we are here today to talk about something special that happened today. But before we do that, maybe you have something to highlight about what you remember about our journey. Just one thing that you remember about our journey in preparation for marriage.
Fun.
Mm-hmm.
I love fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like, our journey has been interesting.
Mm-hmm.
We've done a lot of escapades, if I could call it. We've traveled a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and that's exciting. I love traveling. I love just being away and experiencing new experiences. Another thing that has stood out is just trusting God with everything. The journey has not been easy, guys. It has not. We are not gonna lie to you guys. Like, it has not been easy. I remember.
In fact, let me cut you short. Some of the things that we tell people is relationships or marriage, relationships that lead to marriage are not meant for boys and girls.
Yes.
Yeah, they are for married, for mature men and women, because you will go through so many challenges and you realize it's not about what you feel about her, or towards her. Yeah, you were saying something.
Yeah, I even lost my thought process.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, I was just saying, I think if you want to do something long term, it's never easy, because you go through a lot of challenges, you go through a lot of mnakosana, guys. Just tusiwadanganye, mnakosana, and probably you need to do something together. So you need to be sober, guys. You need to be sober. So yeah, all I can just say, it's just knowing what you want and putting God at the center of it. I would say yes.
That's true. And when we say putting God at the center of it, the truth is there are times we will not even feel like praying about it, because at that point we feel maybe I'm feeling so angry, or she's feeling so angry, and Kwanzaa, you are even blaming God. So how did we even get here? But we've always found time to just, even in the midst of a storm, to go back and pray. So in case you're watching this and you are in the middle of a storm with your loved one, or in the middle of a bad fight or a big fight, there is so much hope. The devil will bring some of us so that you get distracted and throw in the towel. But remember that this is just part of your journey. And unless it's violent, you can always pray and ask God for courage to keep moving on and soldiering on. Maybe you just started dating and you thought you'll always feel connected to this person, or like you love this person, and then you're realizing I actually don't love him. You know, whatever I felt about him, imeisha, or whatever I was feeling about her, all these lovey-dovey, imeisha.
Because there's always the honeymoon stage, and then mnaingia sasa real life.
And I think that is why many relationships who break, mulikuwa lovey-dovey, and then all of a sudden you all of you, both of you now have started like towering their close to each other, and you realize, kumbe unakuaga hivi. It's not the end. That is just introduction to a new phase. If you battle through that phase, the truth is you will get into another phase. And if you battle through that phase, you get into another phase, and that is how you grow through endurance. So don't take a detour, don't run away, don't hide. Just be encouraged and know that God desires that you, because you see, this is what happens, guys. So when you get into a relationship, the relationship that you had with God can get affected sometimes, because you're giving this other person so much attention, and the attention that you used to give your maker in a divided. God is a selfish God, and sometimes he commands or he demands attention, and he will do that by taking away some of the things that are coming in place, in his place, so that you can focus on him. So instead of running away from the love or from the relationship, it's important that you are sensitive in spirit and realize that it's just God asking you to, could you focus with me? I am the author. If you focus on me, if you two focus on me, then that means that your relationship will be stable. Because God says in Matthew chapter 6 and verse 33 that if we seek his kingdom first and its righteousness, then everything else should be added unto us. So you want a beautiful relationship, you want a beautiful marriage, how about seek God's kingdom first? Do you want peace? Do you want whatever it is that you want? How about involve God? And when it's so hard to sometimes even pray together or read the word together, let me remind you, it could be as simple things as just, praising God for thus far that you've come, and just involve him in the journey. And that's our story. We will talk so much about our story, but as we launch these, we have videos we might be sending later. Zingine ziko outdated. It's all right. It's never that serious. But on 10th of July, we kind of launched these officially. All right. So and what's happening here is that it's my birthday, man. It's my birthday. Nilizaliwa. Wale wanafikiriga nilidrop tu ama nakuaga tu. Nili happen. No, I was born, and I'm grateful to God for the opportunity to be alive on such a time. And on such a day, I'm reminded of so many things that could happen to anyone celebrating their birthday. One of the things that who happen, msee celebrate birthday yake, inakuaga kwanza kujiuliza watani post. Number 2, is there somebody thinking about me or planning something? Unajua, mresha kwa wapi? Kama mimi nilikuwa na hizo nafikiria. So, si labda Audrey anakufa tu mahali akijaribu kufigure out birthday itakuwaje. Turns out she was. All right? But I had dropped expectations, and that is something else that also spoils relationships, expectations. Sometimes it's important to drop unnecessary expectations so that you focus on what matters. So I knew we were going through a difficult time. We were going through a season, just trying to plan for a wedding, nini. So I knew it's easy to forget about it. So I didn't expect anything, but she surprised me, and she organized dinner somewhere. And yani nilijibamba, you guys, and that was dinner well done. Thank you very much, Derek. Derek is my small bro. He was in the collabo. Padua is my friend. He was also in the team. Thank you very much for coming through and partnering with Audrey to just make my last night, eve of the wedding, of my see, bado na wata hizi stories za wedo. Eve of my birthday, an amazing time. But I knew maybe hiyo tu ndio hapo ndio story itaishia. So manze mi nikadoze kuamka asubuhi, we had a nice guitar session with Derek again. Me labda mmecheki hizo vitu Facebook. You can go to my Instagram or my Facebook and just get to catch up with all that. But sasa kuna mtu amekuwa akinipigia simu na anaitwa Pastor Nzisa. Pastor Nzisa, wherever you are, you are a wanted man running away from the police. From the birthday boy. So any Pastor Nzisa alikuwa ati niaje, si you come kutu visit, ningependa unadu nini Friday, si you come. Sasa mimi I'm like, okay, I'm not sure whether I need to commit because I don't know Audrey akona plan gani, but wacha niache kuwekea Audrey pressure. Wacha nione hii invitation. Labda huko ndio kana happen. Whatever, man. So I choose to go, but just before I go, you know, Eric is the guy who has married Mary Mwikali. Eric anaamua ati kunitolea form, ananiambia kesho kuna mali naishia, si unipeleke. Mimi napenda maform, wadau. Kama kuna mtu outgoing, kama kuna mtu anapenda kusonga, yani like hata sasa ukinipigia simu niambie tuende, nitakwambia niko tu sawa, wewe tuende, wacha nivae viatu. You know, that's why I love and I enjoy going out. So I was torn between which one do I respond to? But unfortunately in the morning we didn't have power and I needed to organize something. So I decided, let me just choose to go with Eric for some errand, and I could get power wherever we are going. So fast forward, tukajinaiza, it was a beautiful visit. Came back to Pastor Nzisa, we had a beautiful lunch. You know, ndengu has never tasted so good on your birthday. Yani, there's a girl called Mercy. Mercy Mutio. Yani Mercy aliunda ndengu. Alicheza na ndengu, yani ndengu inaonja vitu zingine. And I was just fine. I was like, guy, it's my birthday. It's the last birthday single. I can have expectations huko, but you know what? Me niko too easy guys. So we had a conversation there. There's a show I was doing, TLP, and I needed to come back. Rushed in Eric kanyaga gari to be coming back. And when you got at some point, Eric ananiuliza, oh, by the way, bro, so leo ni birthday yako Okay. Sawa basi, we happy birthday. And I'm like, oh yeah, I think I was guys are not, wasi watulie. So nobody's thinking about me, and that's perfect. I know guys are trying to make my wedding beautiful or wakijaribu kuplan, so I won't kill them with a birthday, really. Neza jitegemea kwani iko nini. So kumbe when all these things are happening, kuna mresh mahali anakufa akijaribu kuorganize this. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the work that you've done behind the scenes. She went to town to run errands about our wedding, and she was still organizing a birthday party for me. So thank you so much for doing that. I truly feel loved. I truly feel thought about, and I love you. Thank you so much. So I come to the studio and somebody tells me, hey, the MacBook, the iMac has kufad. Screen haionyeshi kitu. So I'm like, hey, kujeni tupange, kujeni. Me when I hear a crisis, instead of running away, I go where the crisis is. So I come and I open the studio and voila. Everything is there. Yani, ushaisikia madhuti mageki. That is how the studio was looking like. So I'm not sure ni jam sababu manze it's time, ni time ya kwenda live. Ama ni go look for TLP, the listening party show, today's show. You will get a feel of how the birthday party looked like, or just follow me on Facebook. Ilikuwa tricky, ilikuwa yani watu, and then when I got in, everybody came running. Kumbe si wote nilikuwa naona kwa compound. Kumbe watu walikuwa na rada, walikuwa watu wanategea tu reaction, watu wanataka kuona kunaendeleaje huku. So that was really crazy. So sisi hao watu wanaimba nini. You know what I'm thinking? I hope hamtanimwagia maji. So thank you very much guys. Hamkunimwagia. I wasn't today. I think I'm aging. It's true, I'm aging like each one of you. And hamkunimwagia maji. So thank you so much. Thank you so Akid, please, I hope you're not planning to, because it won't go. I was say na hii corona ukimwagiwa maji si hata unakuwa mgonjwa zaidi. So thank you so much. But Bubu here had organized a beautiful party, and we were able to celebrate. And I truly honor that. Why am I sharing this? I'm sharing this because I know there are people out there who are wondering, is there anyone thinking about me? But you know why it was easier for her? It's because she has a community. There's a community around us. Le crew, Mbogi, starting with Eric and Mary, and Zisa and Maish, Marcy, Sharon, Grace. Grace got me a card. Where is my card?
I think it's in your bag somewhere.
My card. Oh, I will show you my card. Need to send your card. Nitaonyesha. My card. Grace made me a handmade card. Do you know how much time that takes? That young girl has a big heart. Benedict, Padua, CST, Hype Javril, the 13th disciple, Kara, Malvin,
CST,
DJ Somi kwa group,
CST.
Nime mention CST. Who else? Aki kama tunakusahau, pole. Ni vile unajua kuwa kwa TV vitu zinapoteaga. So that is what was happening. That is what was happening, and I really thank God for that. Oh yeah, I was saying why that was possible is because she has a community, and her community helped her organize this. Sometimes people get into relationships and they think they can do this by themselves, and so you diss the community around you, and you don't care anymore because apparently you are in love and you can't see nobody else. My friend, you will need a community around you. Keep those people close. They are watching, and there's so much they can learn from you. When you keep them away, you are denying them an opportunity to learn, and you're denying God an opportunity to use you to teach somebody else. So don't be an island. You will need those people. You are not self-sufficient. In fact, feeling self-sufficient is a sin. You know, God has put people in your life for a purpose, and that is my message today. But before I bounce, Bubu, is there something you'd like to say?
That's what.
To today, nini.
Yeah, hey, you guys.
So ini unscripted, so
for the first time, this guy over here has actually been surprised. Anasemanga ati sijui hakuna mtu anaweza ni surprise. Sijui nini mko chini. Leo tumeweza. Asanteni sana.
I confirm. I was surprised. It's so hard to surprise me because I'm very nakuaga tu mimi fikiria nakuaga rada kila time. So kuna vile leo mliniwahi. I felt surprised. Thank you so much. I confirm. Niliwahiwa.
Yeah, we made it. Is this the point where you say you made it in life? Anyway, yeah, just to tell you happy birthday. There's so many people that you inspire, you mentor. There are people who look at you as a role model. You know,
nasikia poa.
It's such an amazing thing. I mean, who doesn't like to be looked at as a role model? So our prayer is that you continue being awesome. You continue living the life that God wants you to. Na God aendelee as in may God show himself through you. Aendelee show off na wewe tu. You know, because I feel like you're an inspiration to the young people, and they look up to you. Ukisikia mtu ukisema Dano, like there's so much people can say about you. You're a mentor, you're a brother, you know, and you're a friend. And one of the things that stands out that people say, yani Dano usikiza msee. Dano ni mtu anaelewa. And that's such a nice thing because not I mean it's a good quality and it's a good thing for people to actually feel they can talk to you. They can be free with you. So zidi kuwa hivyo. Yeah. Poleni manze, sijui kuongea. Mimi hizi mambo za live manze. Anyway. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You know one thing, there are so many people who've been sending their messages, and sometimes it's even difficult to believe all the things that people are saying and all the things that people say. And these things come every year, and you wonder, so wanasema cause ni birthday, ama wanasema cause they truly believe, you know. So when I see or when I read these things, there's always that, and I will be explaining in a short while why I feel that sometimes we all have a past, or we all have times when people have said things that they didn't mean, and when people say such words like those, inaweza feel unreal. Number two is because there are times when when you struggle with things like, am I enough? Am I good? Am I it? And people say that you are it. The first thing that comes in mind is munani chocha, you know. So I just want to confirm that I believe all those things that you've said. I accept all those things that you've said. Thank you so much for your contribution towards making me happy today. And to everybody by there whom we share a birthday with, asanteni sana. May God bless you, and may God take care of you. Before we end, I will be reading comments, but even as we read comments, I want to just share briefly something.
It's 21 hours.
Yes, it's 21 hours. Something that I had, I did yesterday. So last night, I decided to watch a movie. As I cross over, I like crossing over Nikiona. So I decided to watch a movie that went all the way to up until 1 a.m. or something. And guess what movie was this? This was actually Batman Begins. And in Batman Begins, they address, so I think nimepita ile age ya kuwatch movie for fun. Squeezing na watchigi movie nikitaka kujua, what can I learn here? I don't think it's a good thing, but it helps me. So some of the things that I was able to pick from this movie were things like, in the movie they are addressing masks, they are addressing fatherhood, they are addressing failure, they are addressing anger, all these things. And there's a phrase that if you've watched this movie, there's a phrase that Alfred and his dad, they keep asking, why do we fall? And they answer and they say, we fall to rise again, or so that we can learn to pick ourselves up again. So whatever it is that you're going through, your relationship, labda it has fallen, maybe it's so that you can go back to the drawing board and start again and pick yourself up again. God does not have a plan for failure. Kwa plan yake na juu yako. He desires that you raise and keep going and keep going. So raise yourself up. Raise yourself up and do what you can. Do all you can. Pray. It's part of raising yourself up. Some of the things that they also address in that is, it's there's a phrase I picked. It's not who I am on the inside that defines me, but what I do. I just want to flip that and say it's actually who I am on the inside that defines me, or who I have on the inside that defines me, and it's not what I do. So all of you who've seen us on social media as a couple, all of you who've seen us do crazy things, travel, maybe nice clothes or whatever it is that we can have, it's not that defines us. It is a relationship that we have with Christ that defines us. So it is important that every relationship have a relationship with Jesus, the Master. If this relationship is good, then this relationship will also be perfect. But like I said, they also talk about anger, failure, and I have failed before. And as I cross over, I realized that I needed to address that. And so I want you to join me as I go, or I continue with my journey inwards, because we can't stop at this point. The journey continues. The journey continues. When you talk about fear, they say that in the movie, they highlight that fear is what men cannot see. But it's the same as that's what faith is. Faith is things that we things not seen but hoped for. And how do I now need to change my fear to, or convert that energy to faith, you know, and become a more you know, faith-filled person in this new stage in life? That is what I'm processing right now. So it has worked, guys, and thank you so much for your support. I pray that this helps you, and I pray that this goes a long way into helping somebody there tonight. Remember, God loves relationships, and he desires that you are in one. Okay, don't give up yet. Let me read something from some of the friends saying. Siga Shao Maina says, Nzisa ako hapa, nasikia niko wanted. Uko wanted, uko wanted, uko wanted. Ama ni huyu ni Audrey. Huyu ni Audrey, si Madri. Unajua pia unaweza sema Madre. So tuko sure unasema gani. But thank you very much, fam. That couple has supported us so much. That's our senior pastor. Thank you so much. So much. Everyone tuned in. Innocent Matara, I see you. Jimmy James, I see you. Baba Alia, I see you. You know, everyone tuned in. Asanteni sana. Continue commenting, like, share. This could help somebody else out there. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been 30 minutes of Hadithi Zetu. Put the name of God high above everything. We gotta go. See you. Isikeja yetu tumeomba tu. So
lakini yetu
inakam. Na kila kitu hapa ndani. Hata hiyo grand piano iko pale hivyo.
Amen.
Hapo nyuma. Si na kabati. Yes. Thank you so much. Remember to support this journey. You can send your tips to 0712 648 176. Si ubarikiwe. From I and Audrey, we say kwaherini.